Joker there?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I liked it a lot when it came out, but after like multiple viewings, it kind of like lost its luster for me personally. I love the story though. I love the idea of like Joker being an outcast and kind of finding his own place in society, even if it's the antagonist. Because I didn't take it as like one of those political movies where it's just like fight against like the oppressors or whatever. Because it kind of did take a kind of like incel cult hit in a way.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I took it more of just like, you know, you got to find your own pocket to belong, and you got to sometimes break your own like personal barriers. Like him with the laughing thing could be like a metaphor for whatever. And just the fact that he's like, he stops fighting it, he kind of just accepts it. And he's like, this is me, this is who I am. I took it as that kind of movie, like a coming of age.
That's interesting.
Yeah, even though the Joker's like villain.
I mean, I feel like the best villains are the ones that you can secretly root for, in my opinion. Like,
true, yeah, the ones that you want to see win.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, there's some stories I'm just like, yo, fuck Batman. I want to see Joker win, like straight up.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, definitely.
That's another modern one I'll put there.
And I feel like that's one of. Okay. So actually, that brought up. Actually, let me finish this thought and then let me transition to the other one. So with The Dark Knight, I feel like that's one where like the film community can't be like, yo, because it has superheroes. Like I feel like it's so good you can't deny it. Because I haven't met a single person who doesn't like it.
Yeah,
they don't exist. And if they do, they're such wrong. A comic diehard. It's like you weren't going to appease them anyway.
Yeah, they're just not meant to watch the movie.
Like that's the type of person who's like on Twitter and who's like comparing manga panels to like a shot in anime. Like,
yeah, the ones you can never satisfy.
Oh God, that is a recent trend I fucking hate.
Oh,
like I fucking hate it. like first off, it shows me how much you don't know.
Yeah.
And second off, it shows me how much of a dumbass you are to think you're gonna have a 1-for-1 for every single panel. Like,
yeah, like there's no creative freedom whatsoever. Like, come on, brother.
And then like people who read the manga are the most critical. And
absolutely.
I think I understand why. I think it's honestly because most stories aren't good enough to go back twice for.
Yeah, definitely. I know you should definitely risk taking is always a big deal with converting a manga into an anime. Like changing up, I don't know, like the dialogue or maybe some of the character moments, but like nitpicking it for every second and every bit of dialogue is just overkill.
I honestly like it's.
Here, have you seen? Have you been seeing the Dragon Ball Super manga?
No, I honestly haven't. But is Dragon Ball Super good?
It's
it's okay. So you sound like you're me with One Piece. Like you're in so deep, but it's such a personal thing. But like you wouldn't quite recommend it to someone else.
I'm like 50 episodes into One Piece, but I haven't been continuing that. It's kind of hard.
Oh, you're a baby. You're a baby. Like I'm already caught up, but
yeah, it's a big haul. But with Dragon Ball Super, I don't think it's better than Z in terms of storytelling because one of my favorite arcs in Z is like the Saiyan, the Frieza, and the Cell arc. The Buu was lackluster for me. And Dragon Ball Super is kind of just messy. For one, it's just like for one, the animation is not that good. And for two, the story is kind of just like beat for beat. It's not the craziest thing. It has its cool fights, but the characters don't really change. You know, like Vegeta goes through his same thing he did in Z, where he kind of realizes that he has to stop trying to fight Goku and just be his own person, which he already did in the Buu arc. They drop Gohan as a character. Piccolo's weak. Everybody's weak because they achieved Super Saiyan God Blue.
Yeah, what is with that? Because like I remember they had Super Saiyan God, and I was just like, okay, cool. And then they have this like Ultra Instinct thing going on.
Yeah.
And apparently Vegeta can do it better than Goku because he has a better grasp of it or something. Like what?
Nope. I don't know what you're getting your shit from.
Granted, I just read like random, like I only follow Dragon Ball in terms of like headlines. That's it.
Okay.
like I'm at that point with it where I'm curious.
Go ahead.
Like I'm curious enough to like read the headline, but I'm not curious enough to click on the article.
So I haven't seen all of Super. I've kind of been seeing like bits and pieces of like each arc, so I kind of have the general story together. I did see all of the Tournament of Power. I did see the Dragon Ball Super movie, and I am reading the next arc after the Dragon Ball Super movie. I can give you like a quick synopsis of how it's going. So you know the Dragon Ball, the Super Saiyan God form, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw that as red.
Yeah.
So think of that as like a base form, like you know how for Goku and Vegeta, when they go Super Saiyan, their hair turns yellow.
Yeah.
So Super Saiyan Blue is just the God form going Super Saiyan.
Ow.
No, and get this. The funniest thing is that the canon name is Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. It's the stupidest thing. It's a joke.
So you're telling me you're making millions to not come up with a fucking name?
They call it Super Saiyan Blue. And I'm like, oh, fun. That's not gonna throw anybody off.
I feel like it's just gonna get worse from here. Now I'm more intrigued.
It's it's always like a soft spot for me. Everybody's like, bro, you really like Dragon Ball. Like to me, even though like my favorite anime so far is like Hunter x Hunter. My favorite manga is like Berserk, but like Dragon Ball just has such a soft spot because it's like, for one, like the Godfather of shonen anime, and for two, it just has like, it's got like that childish wonder, like that little teenage kid.
It takes you back to a special time. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I understand that. That's how I feel with One Piece. That's how I was able to catch. That's how it, because I was one of the few kids, like, because I remember One Piece being on TV, and that's how I remember like the first